Thousands of hand-lit candles and millions of twinkling lights have been transforming Brookgreen Gardens into a winter wonderland for the past 24 years. And this year, they're pulling out all the stops for their big anniversary celebration. Joining us with all the sparkling details is Brookgreen Garden President and CEO, Paige Kinnery. Paige, thank you so much for being here. 25 years, how exciting is that?
It is, yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you for having us. This is a very special event for, I think, a lot of people from around the state, but really from people from all over the country and the world come now. We see about 90,000 people each year, and this year, being the 25th anniversary, will be very special.
So tell us about some of these special elements that we can expect for this 25th celebration.
Well, it is the return of our China fir as our main Christmas tree. So we have talked about that tree needing a bit of a break. It is older for that variety, and we wanted to make sure it was in good health, so it hasn't been decorated for a few years. So we are going to be singing and celebrating around that tree, which is a really special family time and a tradition a lot of people have in the community.
And I have to note, it's 80 feet tall.
Yes, it is a very large tree. We have to get on a big lift, which I have done, and the view from the garden is amazing up there.
Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine, Paige. So obviously, Nights of a Thousand Candles, it starts November 30th, right?
Yes.
Okay, and it goes until January 5th, but...
Yes, there's select days, so you can get all the information on the website.
Absolutely.
But we're asking people this month if they can send us photos of their memories. This event has changed over the years. Everything from more hand-lit candles, or only hand-lit candles and not the other light displays that we have now, different horseback riding through the garden. So we want to get everyone's photos and doing an exhibit in one of our galleries on memories that the community has for the event.
I can't even imagine. 24 years. I mean, those pictures are going to be incredible. And then also the hand-lit element, I do want to touch on really fast.
Yes.
How long does that take? I mean, they're all hand-lit. There are thousands of them.
We have a system.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We have an incredible group of staff and volunteers, and we really couldn't do this event without the hundreds of volunteers that it takes to make it happen. But those volunteers have lighters at the ready, and before everyone arrives, we spread out in the garden, and everyone gets a section. So we have figured out a way to do it in about 30-35 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Throughout the acreage of the historic garden.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait. We do have a little bit of time until November 30th, but there is some October programming going on. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we have an incredible exhibit right now about art of the American West. And we've recently upgraded one of our galleries so that it's not only an outdoor sculpture center, but also an indoor art museum. So we've had other small galleries, but this one is a larger gallery that allows us to bring in changing exhibits. We had Rodin in there a couple of years ago as one of the first exhibits, but this enables us to have paintings, jewelry, textiles, so it's very diverse cultural objects of the American West.
Wow. And obviously there's been things that have been in the works over the past, 30 years. There's been plans, and obviously you have 4 key areas, and there is a Purdy Center that's currently under construction.
Yes. Tell
me about this and what we can expect.
Well, this is the campaign for the next generation is the largest campaign we've ever had. It's all private money and grants that have contributed about $20 million now. We're still doing some fundraising for this final project. The Purdy Center will be our new welcome center. So it's where all of these guests from around the world will get their orientation to know what they can expect over their ticket, which is good for 7 days. So you can get out on the boat tour, get the trucker tour, get into the Low Country Zoo, get into these gallery spaces. There's so much to do. So that will provide an orientation and a coffee bar, which I'm very excited about.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And then there will be a conservatory. So it's a room for our burgeoning orchid collection. So this is native and exotic orchids that will be on a large wrought iron wall that covers one end of the conservatory. So it's really enabled us to expand our horticulture collection and do more interpretation about orchids from around the world.
Yeah. And Brookgreen Gardens has, changed so much over its lifetime, and but one thing that has stayed a constant is it's rooted in conservation,
Yes.
which is so important here in the Lowcountry and South Carolina as a whole. Paige, I want to thank you so much for being here with us today. Brookgreen.org is where you can go for more information and tickets, and we can't wait for Nights of 1,000 Candles.
Thank you. We'll look forward to seeing you in the gardens.
We're back in 2 minutes.